I've known that I'm a musician for my entire life. I put out an ad on my Instagram story. I was like, hey, I'm starting a queer punk band, and I knew that it had to be a queer punk band, not just a punk band, because I am so very queer and I needed an outlet. I was just like, I can't, this is what I need to be talking about. I'm talking about anxiety and mental health, and not anxiety, mental health and the anxieties that come with being a openly queer person, more referencing my identity and my sexuality and my struggles, or not really my struggles with it necessarily, but my experience with it as a queer person experiencing society and having to experience the like normal things that teenagers go through, as well as being trans and feeling like I'm like, feeling out of place. And I wanted somewhere that I could celebrate that rather than feel like I was avoiding it and hiding it, especially as one reason that I chose to do punk and one reason that I feel so comfortable doing punk and feel so comfortable myself doing it is I don't have to sing. I don't have to I sing obviously, but I don't have to always be perfect and in tune and sing high notes. And I always saw my singing voice as a very feminine thing that would make me quite uncomfortable, and performing I would hear myself and not feel comfortable in that. Mm-hmm. But when I started singing punk, I didn't have those fears. I didn't have that discomfort with I had my discomfort as I have my discomfort with my speaking voice, but it changed the way that I viewed myself as a musician. It made me feel comfortable, and I was like, I want to do this and I want to make other people feel comfortable. I want young queer people, young trans people, young gay people, bi people, anything, to see me as an example of them being able to do things despite there being no representation. Because I grew up looking at all these musicians that I loved, looking at all these, especially alternative musicians who had crazy coloured hair, and David Bowie who wore corsets and skirts and big flared trousers, and I was like, yeah, I want to do that, but there weren't any trans men. I was never comfortable with my chances of doing music because I didn't see people like me doing music. And I don't know, I just hope that at some point I can be that representation that I would have needed as a kid to some other kid. I don't know how it started, something must have triggered it, but I dyed my hair red and I was like, yeah, okay, that's gonna be my whole personality from now on. So I dyed my hair red, and then I started buying red clothes, and then I started buying more red clothes, and then I stopped buying other coloured clothes, and then I just sort of carried on, and then would only really wear red, and then my hair different colours in between, and I was like, no, this is not right, and I went back to red, and now I've stuck with it in a big way. Yeah, I was so surprised that so many people from other countries identified with it, and it makes me so happy that they have. I don't know, obviously it's about the Tories, and You Ruin the Colour Blue for me, that lyric references the Tory blue, and that's what it's about. But I guess in America specifically, a lot of people have used it to, I'm very happy that it's been used in this way, but used it as an outcry towards the police. You've ruined the colour blue for me, obviously blue associated with police and police brutality. I think a lot of our music is about an outlet for emotions. it's about being able to, I don't know, sing along or listen to someone else being angry because you feel it and you don't know how to express it. And for me, it's a way to express it, and I hope for other people they feel that and they can use it and apply it to their own issues and angers. And it doesn't need to be anger either, it can be outcry and stop crying like a baby. That lyric is specifically what sometimes when I show emotion and when I feel like I'm being overly emotional or crying like a baby.
Yeah.
It's about how the discomfort that I feel with showing emotion, especially as a trans guy, because I feel like a lot of the time, unfortunately, showing emotion is very associated with femininity. So I am a very emotional person, and therefore I feel uncomfortable showing emotion because it's associated with femininity. But I know that is like very much it's nailed into my brain as something that I should feel embarrassed about. And that song is sort of, I guess, making fun of that. I don't want to put a number on it, but we have over 14 unreleased songs that we are in the process of recording, have no idea when it's going to come out, have no idea if it's going to come out with a label or independent. We're seeing, there's no dates on anything, but things are happening. We've got lots coming, lots of songs that are like 2 years old that we haven't released yet, but I want to be out there. Well, with most of the songs, I will come with a chord progression and play it, or a bass line, and present it and be like, this is how it goes, this is the verse, this is the chorus. Get your fingers around that, get your hands on that. The way I write songs is what's on my mind at that time and what do I need to rant about. Like, I should probably just get a therapist, I basically just write what I need to at that moment. It's very much an outlet. So there's a lot of political stuff, and some of the stuff we've put little snippets on TikTok. I don't want to like say specifically. There's a song about the police. There's a song about sexual assault. There's maybe more than one song about sexual assault. Black Country New Road have just brought out an amazing album that I'm obsessed with, and I think that everybody ever should listen to it. It's the best. I think it's insane. I found, like, as soon as I heard Sunglasses, one of the first songs I heard by them, I was like, this band. But going along that note, kind of locally bands, Squid, amazing, brilliant, so good. We actually wanted to be called Squid, the Oozes. When I first started the band, I was like, I want to be in a band called Squid. And then we found out that a different band had the name Squid, and I saw them and they're amazing. I saw them, they supported Amel and the Sniffers, who are an Australian band. Also fantastic, so good. Oh my god, she was so good. Seeing them perform and her wearing like thigh-high boots and a little bikini and like booty shorts, and just like being in a little ball being thrown around by the crowd, like literally going into the crowd, jumping like cannonball and just being thrown up like a beach ball. I was like, that's insane. That looks so fun. It was one of the best shows I've been to ever.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I smell you from